How's it going, everyone? Bexley here. Now today we're going to be talking about the game that everybody is talking about right now, Among Us. I'll be talking about the history of the game, the objectives, and showing you a basic guide to playing the game if you're not already sure how to do so. If you enjoy this video, touch that like button for me, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing for more game guides. Anyway, let's get started. So Among Us is a game that was developed by a company called Imposters. This game was actually released on June 15th of 2018. Crazy, I know, to think that it was 2 years ago that this game actually came out and is only now seeing success. This game is available on the Android and iOS platforms for free, which is a big bonus if you want to try it out if you haven't already. It is also available on the Steam store for $5 US, Australian $7.50-ish was what I paid for it. And the objective of the game is you are broken up into two teams, one being the crewmates, the others being the imposters. Now, this varies in size given that you can have teams up to 10 people. You could also have up to 3 imposters in those games also. So the goal is for the crewmates to identify the imposters and eliminate them. So what you need to do is look out for a few little clues to give you that heads up as to who's the bad guy. Very fun game. It can cause a lot of arguments amongst friends. I myself have experienced a few little fights with my friends, but it's been a fun time. So I'm going to run you through a lot of techniques that I use to identify the imposters, and I'm just going to show you how to play. Now the first thing that I'm going to explain is the host session. Now you come here to pick all of your game's options, and as you'll see there are 3 maps to choose from. So there are your map types right here. You can choose the amount of imposters per game, what chat language you prefer of course, and your maximum players of 10. So these are the options that are available for each game. Okay, now what we're going to do tonight is we're going to go to a public game. So what's going to happen is we'll get a sheet like this that shows you the lobbies that are currently available for public. You can of course change your preference options up here, so your maps, your imposters, your chats, and then go to the appropriate lobby. I highly recommend picking the ones that are lower because they tend to get filled quite quickly if you want to join with your friends. So we're going to join this one right here. Now, this is your lobby screen, of course. Now we're seeing other players. If you want to change the way that your character looks, you're going to want to come to this computer and press customize. Now, the customize option gives you the option to change colors, different hat types, pets, etc. It's quite cool. We come to this screen and this is where you find out what part of the team you're on. I'm a crewmate this time, so we're going to look for the imposter. Now you'll see on the left that we have a set of tasks. Now these tasks need to be done, and if we can do them all before the imposters can kill everybody else, we win. You'll see the bar at the top here that slowly gets built up, and that's by your crewmates doing the tasks. So we're going to get a couple of these tasks done. As you can see, the lights have gone out here, so we're going to go to electrical and fix the lights, which they've already done. Nice. So we're going to start by the top task here, which is swipe cards. So we're going to go into the admin room here, and here is the task. And of course we've got to pop out our little credit card and give it a quick little swipe. And that's the task. So that's a common task which everybody has. So if you see people there and they're standing there a bit too long, a bit too short, you can use that as a clue to determine if they're faking the task and could possibly be the imposter. Now, the next thing I want to talk to you about is vents. Vents are down here, they look like this. Imposters are the only ones that can use these vents for transportation, so keep an eye out for that if you see anyone pop in or out of a vent. Now, another important thing to note is if you see people acting shady, following you into spots that look a bit secluded, keep an eye out for that one because that's a very telling clue that they could possibly be the killer. And then of course, if you find a body, or if you see someone in the act, we've got to report that really quick and then communicate with the team that we believe that person may be the imposter. So this task that we're about to do here is known as a long task. That's because it takes a little while to complete. This is the reactor task, which is like a memory test, and it is quite annoying sometimes, but this is known as a long task. The other ones are known as short tasks because they don't take as long to do. And this is the emergency meeting where your teammates have found something. So in this time we'll be using the text chat, which is here, and we communicate with the rest of the team and work out the clues from there. So where the body is found, what they've seen, how many tasks they've done, and you just speak to the team about what you have seen during that time and where you were. A lot of people use Discord voice chat as opposed to this system because it's a lot easier to communicate vocally if you want to have a group of friends that are already friends with you on Discord. It's a lot easier to do. However, the text system does work fine too. We then move on to the voting system. So once we pick someone that we think is suspicious, we vote one out. And if you're not sure of who to vote for, you have the skip vote option down here. And once all those votes are tallied, they decide who the person is that's getting eliminated this round. And it goes like this every round until we either eliminate every imposter or the imposters beat us by being the only ones left. And in this case, we won. I'm assuming because the imposters had left. So bonus, cool, awesome. So now I'm going to run you through the basics. So this here is your emergency button. So when you notice something a little bit fishy and you want to call a team meeting, you come here, you click that emergency button, press the button, and it will assemble your team to open into the chat window. Another thing to note is this report button here. You press this whenever you find a body to let everybody else know that you found it, and that will also enter the emergency chat window. So you'll find that a lot of your tasks are quite simple, like this here. They're highlighted in yellow, so if you don't notice them straight away, it gives you an idea of what you're looking for. So you just go to these yellow ones and then press use and just follow the prompts. It's really that simple. So you have about 6 tasks usually on average. People tend to choose the most tasks possible to give you the better chance of beating the imposters, and if we get these completed, we of course win. You can also complete these tasks as a ghost, so even if you are taken by the imposter, you still have a chance to win. So stay in your games and play as the ghost and help your team out by completing the tasks. Even though you've already died, you will still have a chance to win. The tasks are quite simple. You just pretty much follow the prompts and slowly get them done one by one. And once you're done with your tasks, you're free to do whatever you like, so you can keep an eye out on your team as well. See, normally the crew would have just one because the task bar is full. So now it's given us a new set of tasks. So this is a great way to practice the tasks. If you're not sure how to complete them, go into free mode and just have a little bit of a play to get an idea of how it all works. What I like to do when I'm done with the tasks is come into the security area here. Now, this gives you a camera setting which shows you the corridors so you can get that sneaky look if something shady is going on in the hallway. This is a great tool if there are lots of players still in the game, so keep your eye out for that one and definitely give it a go. Now in this game, I'm the imposter, so I'm going to show you how an imposter does their job. You'll see the sabotage button down here, which will give you the map and the options to sabotage the tasks that the crewmates have done. So that brings them down this way. If you want to win, you need to sabotage them and stop them from getting any better. Now as an imposter, the best thing you can do is pose as one of them. So maybe follow them around for a bit of credibility, but don't get too close unless you have the intention to kill. As you can see, the vent is highlighted. Now, imposters are the only ones that can use these vents, so keep that in mind. If you see somebody using these vents, they are more than likely the imposter, and if you do use them very sloppily, you will get caught. So what we need to do obviously is pick somebody that's in an isolated area and see what's going on, and try not to get caught by doing horrible things to the other people. A good way I like to fake tasks is come into an area that does have a long task, so the med bay, the reactor, and just stand there and hope that nobody sees you. Now this guy's isolated, so we're gonna sorry dude, and we're gonna run off and just pretend that nothing happened, and hopefully we won't get caught this time around. Now, just to prove our credibility, it's good to sabotage an area that you know everybody is going to come to, and now you're already here, so you're accounted for. So they'll think that you're on the good side. And there we go. So now we just continue roaming around. Another good cover story is if you go into an area and report your own body after a while as well, because it makes you look credible. You'll see this report button and you want to click that. And hopefully they won't catch that it's you that caused that dead body. And this is the fun part where you tell a story, and hopefully managed to convince them that it wasn't you. So thankfully this time I'm under the radar as nobody was around me, so it's very important to keep isolated when you do these kind of things and watch for other people around you that can possibly see you either inside the room where it's happening or running out of the room as well. So play sneaky sneaky and you've got this down. Ooh, I almost didn't get away with it that time. And there you have it, easy as that, just stay under the radar and keep it simple. And that has been my quick little guide and explanation to the game Among Us. Let us know what you think in the comments if you've played it, and also, if you would like to join our Discord, we are Aussies Among Us at Discord. Feel free to join and play along with us. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!